right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week, as you can tell, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually not out on the trail right now, back home in the garage, but had something kind of exciting and new that I wanted to talk to you about that kind of came across my radar this week. So one of my favorite brands that I work with, and it's kind of all over the truck, is Front Runner Outfitters. They started with roof racks and kind of went from there, and literally their website, you can get lost in it for a couple hours. Everything from the roof racks, tent mounts, chairs, tables, lighting, water systems, recovery gear. They have pretty much everything that you could ever need when you go out on the trail. And years ago when I started the build on the truck, I kind of went all in with them. I started with their Slimline 2 roof rack on the front of the truck, ended up putting a second one on the cab on the back of the truck. We've got their tent quick release mounting system. We've got max trax mounts, high lift jack mounts. Their Wolfpack cubes are great for storage. I've got probably 15 of those that we use all the time. We've got their cube lights on both sides of the truck and the back of the truck. You flip those on, it really lights up the campsite when you're there. Their stuff is incredible. All of it's really well built. Their customer service is fantastic. I'm not sponsored by them yet, but I would love to work with them in the future if that does become an option. I've been a huge fan, a huge advocate for them for the past 5 years since I started building out the truck. One of their products that is kind of a crowd favorite, everyone seems to get behind, I'm sure you guys have seen them all over YouTube, is the Front Runner Expander Camp Chair. This thing is incredible. I've been using these chairs for 5 years. We have 2 of them. Lindsay and I both love them. They pack down super small, as you can see. They're super tiny, but they do fold out to a full-size chair. I'm actually sitting in the other one right now. They're comfortable. A lot of smaller camp chairs that you have the tendency to tip over. Some of the guys that we've gone with in the past, I mean, I've literally seen them fall over at the campfire multiple times on the same trip. So these chairs, super sturdy. Like I said, easy to set up. They're at a great height for normally a lot of the camp tables that you use, but one of the downfalls that they've had, their cup holder situation has always been pretty terrible. It's just this little flimsy like mesh pocket thing on the side. They do have like a, what do they call it? I think they call it a utility pocket on one side, which they say is good for books. It would have to be a really small book. And then on the other side, you've got like a cell phone pocket and then this little cup holder. While it does fit a beverage, it kind of has it, I don't even know if you can see this, but it kind of has it hanging off to the side. If you were to get up, move around at the campground, you know, your drink spills, it might even fall out. So that's kind of the one thing that hasn't been great about them. This chair is not the cheapest. It runs you, I think, about $80 right now on their website. And then there is actually an optional storage bag, which I do recommend the bag. It kind of keeps all of the dirt and stuff that kind of gets stuck on the bottom of all of your camp chairs. It keeps it from getting all over the inside of your truck when you put it back inside, and keeps things a little bit more organized. The bag itself runs, I think, $22. So for a chair and a bag, you're looking at just a little over $100. So while that isn't cheap, these chairs are built like a tank. We've kind of put them through the ringer. If you take a look at these, I mean, they've got some wear and tear, but they're still working perfectly fine. It's really hard to say anything bad about them at all. So the other day I was kind of perusing through their website and I found something that popped up that was listed as a new item, and it got me really excited. So they came out with this little add-on flip-down table that permanently mounts to one of the sides of the chair. It's not big, as you can see, it's probably like 10 inches by maybe 8 inches, but it's kind of exciting because it will mount on the side. It gives you a wine glass holder and just a tiny little bit of space to put something on. A lot of times we'll cook on our Front Runner table, but then move over towards a campfire or one of the fire pits to actually sit and have our meal. And at that point, you're sitting there with the bowl in your lap, and it's not the best situation. But with this, even though it's not gigantic, it is definitely big enough to put a plate, to put a bowl. You know, if you are drinking some wine out in the woods, it'll keep your wine glass for you. I think it's gonna be a great addition. One of the things that I was worried about though is I didn't want something like this that I would have to take on and off every single time that I'm using it, but they marketed it as you never take it off. It actually folds up with the chair and goes into the bag. It doesn't restrict the bag use at all either. So I haven't used it yet. I haven't even installed it yet. We're gonna try it out with just one of the chairs for now, but let's do the install and let's see how it works. All right, so I read over the instructions. It seems pretty simple. So first off, we are just gonna slide what they call the hinge in between the fabric and the pole. I'm doing this on the left side of the chair just because kind of that's what they show in the instructions, but I think you could probably do it on either side. All right, next up we take the table piece itself and we are going to attach it 2 little bolts. And I'm just doing hand tighten for now until I figure out what's next. All right. Okay, so next up you're gonna take the strap and the hook. With the hook, I guess, pointing away from you, you're gonna go in, back out, back through, and then back in where you came. Cool. All right, next up, take that same strap. You're gonna put it underneath, throw the smaller bolt through on the top. There's a little nut that's gonna go on underneath. All right, so we attach that underneath. Now that that's on, we're just gonna tighten everything up with our 8mm wrench and our Allen key. Let's do the same for these guys. All right, so those are all secured. They give you a little plastic cap for the nut down here. And that's it. So you just hook it up top. If you need to adjust the level of the actual tray itself, you just kind of adjust the strap. So this is actually looking pretty good right there. That looks great. This is nice. All right, and the final thing, let's just make sure that it doesn't mess anything up when you're packing your chair away. Perfect. Can't beat that. It still fits in the bag. All right, so initial thoughts. The install couldn't have been easier. If I wasn't moving cameras around and stuff, it probably would have taken me all of maybe 2 minutes to do the entire thing. It still fits perfectly in the camp bag, folds up just the same as it did before, so it doesn't limit the function of the chair at all. It's nice. It seems sturdy enough. Obviously, I haven't had it out on the trail yet, but in the next couple of videos, I'll definitely be using it. I'll try to show you some stuff when we're out there about how it works. But I mean, for an extra $25, I think it's a great add-on if you already have this chair. If you are in the market for a new camp chair, the Front Runner Outfitters Expander chair, it literally won't let you down. Everyone that has it agrees. It's fantastic. You could waste your money on some cheaper chairs that you'll probably have to replace a few times, or just spend a little bit more money, get the Front Runner Expander camp chair, and you're good to go. If you are interested, check them out at frontrunneroutfitters.com. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll be hitting the trail again for you guys soon and have some more product features coming up in the future. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.